can't see. Okay, very good. Thank you. Moving on to number 3. Consider awarding the bid to IHE Evoqua for Taylor Run wastewater treatment digester gas safety equipment replacement project at a cost of $65,435. Mr. Michael Finley, good evening. Now the microphone's working. Bill Scott would say something something wrong. Very good. All right, number 4, approve the update declaration of public trust, covenants and conditions and restrictions for the Chester County Municipal Grant Program and its relationship to Everhart Park Playground Project. Mr. Kowalski.
Can you say that again, Keith? It says, what is the change? No other questions.
Mr. Kowalski, thank you. I'm just going to hold this thing down and be done with it. You said our solicitor went through the paperwork. It's all good? All right, thank you very much. So that'll be a 2-0. Moving on to the work session. Thank you very much. Are you going to stay here for the next one, number 5? Very good. Review and approve the agreement with BCI, Burke Company Incorporated, for the purchase and installation of the equipment to be used at Everhart Park Playground Project for the amount of $433,352.
This is basically something that's already been approved. This is through our national cooperative, Sourcewell. This covers all of the equipment and the installation of that equipment by Play by Design, who is an authorized signer for BCI Burke. This is in no way anything different or any more money is already asked for the project. This is just making it official.
How long will it take us once council approves this to receive the product?
The product is in queue. Once we have this, it'll be uploaded to the DCNR portal. We have the product on order right now, or I should say it's being manufactured as we speak. We won't get the official sign off on the paperwork probably for a few weeks, but we're still on schedule, even due to last week's storms, for the project to meet substantial completion on or around Halloween and the final completion and dedication shortly thereafter.
Thank you. Ms. Dorsey? Mr. Kowalski, thank you very much. That'll be a 2-0 moving forward to our work session. Thank you. There's no need for you to hang around. Let's sit here all night long for done. We have a long ride. All right, number 6, consider waste well curbside composting partnership. Mr. Williams, good evening.
Soil. Back into our garden. Serve our land. We should do what we composting. Compost at home. A couple of models that we looked at this year. First one was sort of cheap, but second and third model similar. Collections similar to that twice before. It's great. Sustain that. Something. Lastly, a bit of a pipe dream here. Best thing we could all feasible model. Curbside collection run by service. And 5 or 6 pages. This is the gist of what Swell does bi-week. Partner with them. 17%. 10. Discounted 416. Cost shipping $1 per month as well with discounted rate. So next steps, this is not a formal. Discounted rate. Oh, like I said, the steps would be to
Ms. Dorsey?
levels pretty. It's easy to do. It's it's really that easy. Story. As well as materials. Endeavor for us, but
Mr. Williams? As I look around the room, I'm the oldest person in here, as usual. Back in the 50s, we had what they called the garbage truck. And that garbage truck was the nastiest smelling thing that went through town every week. And everybody had a galvanized bucket with a lid on it. And they didn't understand what composting was back then. They just knew the garbage truck would show up, and seagulls used to follow it up and down the street, which was pretty interesting. The nice thing I like about the situation is that the people that want to participate will, and it's on their dime, which is important. The borough contribution towards the to the event. I don't see a return on the investment for us. People or residents should probably, if they're going to do composting, do it in their yard now. I mean, I was doing it for a while. I just got too much compost. I had to stop.
yeah.
I had to stop doing it. It's a good process. The only way you're going to know if it's going to be successful is by us rolling it out, or you rolling it out, or sustainability rolling it out, see how many people sign up to pay to have it done. That's that'll be the proof in this situation, I think. So, I mean, all good ideas, normally are shot down when people have to pay for something. So I don't see a reason why we just don't send it forward. Let the residents decide whether they want to participate or don't. What do you think, Ms. Dorsey?
Agree.
Look, 15 years? Right? Right. Well, it may die on the vine or it may prosper. So let's council, take a look at it, next week. And the funding of it's really not that great, but it would have to be added into the deficits for 2022. We should at least project that it's going to be successful. So we should set aside money in the budget for that in the event it becomes successful. So I would present that under the sustainability, to change your budget as far as that's concerned.
Okay.
What do you think about that? I mean, if it works, the money's there.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work, the money's there and we can transfer it to another worthwhile cause.
Yeah.
So,
I think I would model it.
yeah. Is that good, Ms. Dorsey? All right. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Moving on to number 7, report the use of Bradford Avenue by PennDOT while there is a detour on Route 162. Mr. Metric, please.
Thank you. We were notified on Friday last week from PennDOT's traffic unit that and many people probably in the borough know this already, that bridge over Brandywine Creek at Breeville Road sustained some severe damage from the flooding. So as a result, PennDOT has to configure a detour while they make repairs to that bridge. I don't have an estimate of when that's going to start or how long that's going to take. But in order to effectuate that detour, they need to bring cars onto 842, which is a state highway on the west side of the borough. And that would include trucks. And there's currently a prohibition on the books prohibiting commercial vehicles on that stretch of 842 in the borough. So PennDOT has asked us to lift those restrictions so they can effectuate that detour, repair the bridge, and then go back to normal traffic patterns.
842 is West Minor Street. It's where the castle is, Mayan. But unfortunately, coming up from East Bradford, what happens is that at Everhart Park, that's where they're going to have to turn because it becomes one way. It's a 4-way stop there, which is it's a 4-way stop. Is it wide enough for them to turn on Bradford Avenue, or is it better that they turn down the block down where the fire station is, because it's a wider turn down there? And then they could get up to Market Street and Gage Street and back on the 322 going out of town. Because if you put all those trash trucks and dump trucks and 18-wheelers on that little stretch of road, between Minor and Market, it could cause one heck of a mess. 2 tractor and trailers will tie that one block up really, really badly.
Understood. We'll look into it with PennDOT.
Yeah, I mean, it would make, Ms. Dorsey, you agree that it's a wider street down?
This is 842 and Bradford Avenue?
Yeah,
That's where the fire
station is, yeah.
is, right?
Yeah.
So that's where they would be making the turn anyway.
Yeah, if they make the turn there, that would probably be pretty good. I always get confused with Bradford and Brandywine. Brandywine's at the top of the where Carolyn Committa lives, and where they have to turn left or right. So I don't see any problem with the
Yeah,
Bradford
yeah.
Avenue turn. So it's good, Mr. Metric, as it's stated, the Bradford Avenue. I got the two streets confused. You okay, Ms. Dorsey, with that? Yeah.
Do we really have a choice?
This was the least impactful option. PennDOT was looking at some other options. I don't know all the details of what they were looking at, but it would have impacted more of the center area of the borough. I think for council's information, it would be helpful maybe to have the detour map. That's a requirement of PennDOT when they do detours. And
Yeah, plus the
and
fire.
an estimate of the, the extent of the repairs that are going on, so we have an idea of the schedule. Those
Yeah.
two things, I think, are essential.
Yeah, the fire station, the fire truck needs to get out. That could be backed up. I mean, it makes sense to turn there on Bradford Avenue. Because you get 3 tractor and trailers from Market Street, the fire trucks aren't getting out. So the fire department and dispatch and 911 should probably be very cognizant of during the detour period, using that firehouse there because of congestion.
Do we need anything from PennDOT in the meantime?
No, oh, yeah. No, that I know of. You okay with that, Ms. Dorsey? Yeah, I think that 911 should be well aware that that's a bottleneck during. I can just imagine all the tractor and trailer, so. All right, moving on to number 8, approve August 21st meeting minutes. Approve the Public Works Committee, September 7th, is adjourned at 6:24.